What's going on YouTube? ROBLOX Gaming here. Today I'm going to bring you a video showcasing how to survive in Unturned 3.0. I did one of these before, but it was pretty bad in my opinion, and it just wasn't really that informative, and I kind of didn't know what I was doing because I only had like 9 hours into the game. But now I have 126 hours in the game, so I kind of know what I'm doing here. And so I'm going to teach you guys what you want to do when you spawn in the world of Unturned 3.0 and how to survive. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do whenever you spawn in the world of Unturned is you want to go over to all 3 farms. The farms are down by Charlottetown, and they are Wiltshire Farm, Fernwood Farm, and Wellington Farm. What you want to do is you want to go to the farms, try to avoid the zombies if you have nothing. I mean, obviously I have some stuff, so I don't have a weapon right now though, because I kind of emptied my inventory to show you guys what to do. So, what you want to do is you want to head to these farms and try to get away from the zombies, and then check the barns, and you should usually find like crossbows, and crossbows are one hit in the head to the zombie. Yeah, by the way, I had light on, that's why he flew like that. But you could also find some basic civilian rifles and stuff like that, shotguns, chainsaws. And chainsaws are great if you want to gain a lot of experience from cutting down trees. But make sure that you retrieve your arrow whenever you shoot a zombie, because you don't get them back. So you gotta retrieve your arrow, and this is a great way to get XP whenever you get a crossbow, because for one, you're silent, and for two, you can kill the zombies easily. So, you want to go ahead and loot all 3 farms, try to find stuff like that. Basic clothes, but really this is the first place you want to go check out. And make sure, if you get any rifles or anything like that, to grab the civilian ammo that's sitting around. For example, I got the Schofield. It takes civilian ammos and Schofield clips. So you want to try to find both of those. And it's pretty common around here, so it should be easy once you get to the farm. I forgot to mention, a lot of the times at the farm, there could be like backpacks and food and stuff in these main houses. Like, for example, here's a hat. There's some other stuff in here, usually like a parka. And you can find a bunch of hats, a bunch of clothes, sometimes a backpack, so it's really good. And another thing is you can find cars here. So I'm going to go ahead and loot all 3 of these farms, and I'll show you guys what all I get. Okay guys, so I didn't grab everything, but I actually got quite a few items. I got quite a few civilian boxes. A lot of them were like half full, so I just combined them all. These berries I already had, but everything besides the berries I got from here. I got some food, I got some ammo, a weapon, some clothes, and a backpack, and a chainsaw, by the way. So you definitely want to go to the farms first. It is definitely the best place to start out at. And now let's go ahead and go to the second thing you want to do. Okay guys, so the next thing you want to do is you want to head down to Scorpion 7, which is actually right below Kingston Campground. It's this little building right here. It's not marked or anything, but it used to be called Scorpion 7, so I still call it that. So what you want to do is you want to come down here, and what you can find here is basic military loot, such as grenades, weapons, military clothes. And by the way, try to grab any military clothes. They're not technically better. I think they do protect you a little bit more than regular clothes, but if you do see military clothes, go ahead and grab those. But I usually skip all the towns on the way down here, because you want to try to get decked out before you go into any of the towns, because people will kill you. Most of the people are not friendly on this game, so you got to be careful about that, and try to get as many good things as you can get before you go to a town. But while you're here, you got to look for certain military weapons, such as maple strikes, and stuff like that. I think there's a couple other ones. I'm not real sure what they are. But go ahead and go into Scorpion 7 while you're here. You could grab this food here. I don't really need it right now. And then go ahead and head back to this back room, and you can usually find a railgun. A railgun is the best gun in the game besides the RPG. I think it does the most damage, and it'll blow up a car in one hit. So you want to go ahead and grab the railgun. Oh shoot, I don't want to get hit. You want to go ahead and grab the railgun and all the rails that you see laying around. And you're pretty much good to leave here, because there's nothing else you need as long as you get the food, the weapons, and the clothes. Okay guys, so the next thing you want to do is you want to loot Montauk. I think I'm pronouncing that right, I'm not entirely sure, but Montauk is right north of Scorpion 7 across the Liberation Bridge. So you want to go ahead and loot this town. You could usually find some basic civilian weapons, some clothes, sometimes a better backpack, stuff like that, and mainly just food. You need a lot of food in this game, so go ahead and get as much food as you can. And if it turns red and it's expired, most of the time I just throw it out. I know a lot of people sometimes use tablets to like purify it or whatever, but most of the time I just throw it out because it's too much of a pain to carry around. So once you loot Montauk, go ahead and loot Charlottetown and Alberton on your way up north. They all have about the same things, except for the fact that Charlottetown has a gas station, and you could get a gas can from there. And if you get a gas can, you're set, and you'll be able to have a car, and you're good. Make sure to protect that gas can with your life, because they're pretty hard to get, actually. But I will show you where the gas cans and stuff like that spawn. Okay guys, so right here is the gas station. This is where the gas cans spawn. You could usually find a bunch of food in there, you can find clothes, and then over here in the mechanic shop is most often where the gas cans spawn. Sometimes they can spawn around out here, but as you can tell, there's one right here. So you want to go ahead and grab one of these, and once you have one of these, you're pretty much set, because you could travel around the map super fast, and you could run away from pretty much everyone. But what you want to do is you want to fill up the gas can by clicking on the gas pump. Most of the time when you find them, they're already full. And then walk over to a truck and click it, and it'll fill up the truck. Just try to get it as full as you can, and then you could drive away into the night. Oh, freak, I'm gonna get it. But be careful of the zombies, as you can tell. They can make your car start smoking. But yeah, once you do that, you can go ahead and check the police station over here. You can usually find some weapons, sometimes a pistol, lots of civilian ammo, but nothing really too good except for the fact that there's a pistol right there. I'm not actually going to grab that because I don't actually need it right now. Okay, so after you loot all 3 towns, what you want to do next is go up to Summerside Military Base. But be careful because this is a very popular place and there's always a ton of enemies here. But of course, this is single player, so most of the time you're not going to find like all these vehicles like I have. It's because it's single player and nobody else is around. But the good thing about Summerside is there's all types of things you could find here. Right here is a maple strike, which is actually one of the best weapons in the game. I'm going to try to get it to get away from all these stupid zombies. Let me just kill a couple of them real fast. And by the way, if any of you guys are wondering how to go into third person, what you need to do is just hit H and it'll put you in third person like I just was a second ago. But while you're in here, go ahead and grab all military weapons you could find, or at least that you could hold. I need to throw out something. Grab all the military weapons you could hold, and if you don't already have military clothes, go ahead and grab some. And another cool thing that you can find here is Alice packs. Alice packs are actually the best backpacks in the game. I have one right now. Let me turn around real fast. There you go. It's the best backpack in the game, so if you can find one of those, you're also pretty much set. Pretty much grab any military ammo you could find for your military weapons, and also military clips. I think that's what they're called, actually. Yeah, military clips. They're for your maple strike, so they're really good. And really, just try to find a maple strike, because those are really good, and they're the best weapons, in my opinion. Also, you could find these giant zombies. I don't see any around, but they're pretty tall. They're taller than all the other zombies. But be careful, because if they do hit you, you will start bleeding. But once you find them, you can actually kill them, and they'll drop some really good loot. Sometimes they'll drop ghillie clothes, like snipers. They could drop, what else can they drop? They could drop night vision and a bunch of weapon attachments, stuff like that. So they're really good to find. Just be careful because they will make you bleed. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just the basic guide to help you survive in Unturned 3.0. I kind of covered most of the map. I didn't cover Stratford. I might as well go ahead and go over it now, actually. So, whenever you go to Stratford, just be careful because there's usually a lot of people there. It's pretty much the same as every other town. It's just a lot more stuff you could find. I didn't want to cover that too much because it wasn't too important. But guys, that is it for this video, so I hope you enjoyed and I hope this helped you out. If it did help you out in any way, shape, or form, feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and peace.